Morning on DC News Now. It's a DMV first warn day. We're tracking the rain showers overspreading the region for your Friday morning commute, all associated with the outer fringes of what is now Tropical Depression Nicole, which is situated well down towards our south over Atlanta. So we're going to continue to monitor the rain showers. I'll have more details. Look at towards the rest of that weekend forecast coming up.
For years, the team and its owner have caused very real and very serious harm.
This morning, Commanders owner Dan Snyder is playing defense. What comes next for him and his team after DC's Attorney General takes the team to court?
And derailing plans for the Silver Line, why transit workers in Northern Virginia say they are planning to strike.
Plus, a good day on Wall Street. What's driving up stocks across the board this morning? Those stories and more coming up on DC News Now.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good morning. Thanks for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Tanaya Wright.
I'm Corey James. Let's get right to meteorologist Jackie Layer, who's tracking your forecast on this Friday morning. And it's a wet one, Jackie.
It is a wet one, especially across the Commonwealth and even for West Virginia and Western Maryland. We're taking a live look right now from I-95 in Stafford County, Virginia. Those roads are wet. That rain still continuing to come down. And not only that, you'll still need to make sure that you are taking it slow on your travels as that rain will continue to move in. And also a few heavier downpours are about to slide in as well. So we're continuing to monitor the radar at this point in time, and all this rain, this slug of rainfall moving through, it's all associated with Nicole. Nicole right now is a tropical depression and it's just south of Atlanta. So we're on the outer fringes, the leading edge of some of these rain showers still associated with Nicole, and those showers now extending as far north as parts of Pennsylvania, even across central Pennsylvania right now. But for the radar back here locally, we're tracking some lighter rain showers now pushing through the district, but down towards Culpeper County as well as Madison, we're noticing some of those heavier downpours starting to pick up, especially in those areas shaded in red on your screen. So again, just south of Culpeper, seeing some of that red popping up. That does indicate some heavy downpours sliding through. Over towards Western Maryland as well as parts of West Virginia, we're seeing some locations with some steadier rain in those areas in the yellow and orange popping up on the radar. If you're trying to plan out the rest of your Friday, really we're tracking the cloudy skies as well as those rain showers really on and off through the middle of the afternoon. But notice temperatures will be on the warm side, right around 70 later on today. Although we'll be tracking the rain, it's more of that tropical air mass that's moving through. However, it'll be short-lived. We'll have colder conditions for the weekend. I'll have more details on that coming up. But right now, I do want to toss it over to Christy Mattina with the very latest on traffic. How's it looking?
It's looking pretty good this morning. As we've been saying all morning, it's been weird that there's not really anything going on right now, but we can expect that to pick up obviously with this weather and as people start to head out. But right now, here's a look near Tyson's Corner, and if you're in Northern Virginia, 495, you can see it's just free flowing both directions. Again, though, we are starting to see that rain, so just drive slowly this morning. Taking a look at your drive times, you are all in the green here from Washington to Dulles, Woodbridge to Springfield, and Haymarket to the Beltway. And same over here, Hagerstown and Frederick, you guys are looking good. Frederick, the Capital Beltway. I-95 to the 270 spur, you're looking at 10 minutes as well. So just again, be careful as you head out this morning, but take a look at all this screen. You should be good to go, guys.
All right, thank you, Christy. This morning, Commanders owner Dan Snyder is facing legal trouble after D.C. Attorney General announced a lawsuit targeting him, the team, and the NFL. The civil suit comes about a week after reports surfaced about Snyder looking to sell the Commanders.
The Attorney General is accusing Snyder of fostering a toxic workplace and one that allowed for sexual harassment to take place involving employees. The big question, though, this morning, what comes next for the Commanders? DC News Now's Lex Roars is live in Prince George's County this morning with the latest. Good morning, Lex.
Good morning, Corey and Shanika. Well, a league spokesperson says that they are going to fight this in court vigorously. While, the NFL actually calls the allegations legally unsound and factually baseless, the lawsuit actually alleges collusion to deceive D.C. residents about the investigation that's been going on into workplace harassment and sexual harassment within the team. Now, Attorney General Racine believes that Snyder, Goodell, the team, and the NFL all coordinated together information about the investigations and the claims, and they accuse the groups of working together and lying to deceive fans. Now, for players, it's just another distraction as they prepare for a tough matchup against the Eagles this weekend.
Coach Rivera kind of, nipped it in the butt this morning, kind of told us a little bit more about it. And yeah, you know, it is a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, you know, we control what we can control, and that's just going out and practicing every day and focusing on Philly.
Now, one thing that is up in the air right now is, will this lawsuit hold up in court, as the team, owner, and the commissioner do not all live in the city. So of course, as more comes out on this lawsuit, there will be, you know, updates here on DC News Now. And coming up later on this morning in our show, we're going to hear from some fans and what their reaction is to the announcement here about this lawsuit coming out of the Attorney General. So make sure you stay tuned for that. For now, live outside of FedEx Field, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Your time right now is 6:04 this morning. Transit workers in Loudoun County are planning to strike.
Yeah, it comes ahead of next week's highly anticipated Silver Line opening that runs through Fairfax and Loudoun counties. Their union, ATU Local 689, says they want new contracts, fair treatment, and respect from their employers. Almost all of the union's 140 members voted to strike if they need to. It's not clear if or when a strike could actually happen. But the union confirms it represents workers who are set to start working along the Metro's new Silver Line next Tuesday.
And a Texas judge striking down President Biden's plan to cancel billions of dollars in student loan debt. The debt relief plan was already on hold as a federal appeals court considers a separate lawsuit filed by 6 U.S. states. Now, a district judge appointed by former President Donald Trump ruled that the HEROES Act, which is a $3 trillion stimulus package during the COVID-19 pandemic, does not cover the loan forgiveness plan. The Biden administration relied on the HEROES Act to enforce the loan forgiveness until now. And Wall Street riding high this morning after a new government report showing inflation is slowing. Thursday was the best day for Wall Street since April 2020. Despite inflation reaching 7.7% in October, that was the smallest month-to-month rise since the beginning of the year. Wall Street is celebrating as hopes rise that the Federal Reserve will slow interest rate hikes. And take a look at the S&P 500 jumping 5.5% yesterday. The Dow also up nearly 4 points, while the Nasdaq sitting at 7.4.
And ex-President Donald Trump is still planning to move forward with a, quote, special announcement at Mar-a-Lago on Tuesday. This is widely expected to be his official announcement that he's running again in 2024. This comes amid a flurry of new attacks on Governor Ron DeSantis and warnings from his own party that may not be the best time. And as Trump prepares for his announcement, Virginia's Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears is stating that she could not support the former president in 2024. The Republicans sent that message to her party in an interview on Fox Business. She stated that voters have sent a clear message to the GOP after they suffered an underwhelming midterm cycle. In response, State Delegate Tim Anderson announced his support of Sears, while Senator Amanda Chase called her weak. Denny Daughtry, the chair of Prince William County's Republican committee, believes the party needs to unify before 2024.
No one who's a stronger fighter for Republican values than Winsome Sears. Calling her out because of one particular position she takes is inappropriate. We need to be focused on the difference between Republicans and Democrats.
Now, while he has received an endorsement from the former president, Governor Glenn Youngkin is yet to comment.
And Congress control is still up in the air just 2 days after the midterm elections. Now, according to the Associated Press, Republicans control about 211 seats, while the Democrats hold about 192. That leaves 32 races that are uncalled for, meaning Republicans need 7 of those 32 seats to take back the House. In the last 24 hours, they have picked up 4 seats, while Democrats have added 8. And as for the Senate, Republicans are sitting at a slight advantage with 48 seats. At this hour, we're still waiting on key states like Arizona and Nevada to count more votes. And as long as the Democrats win one of those Senate races, the Georgia runoff next month will determine who controls the chamber. We, of course, will be sure to keep you updated with the latest election results.